All right, we are gonna just make a quick video here. We've done something already similar, but I don't think that it really got the attention that, like, how cool of a fire starter that this thing is. With just duct tape, Vaseline or petroleum jelly. Vaseline is obviously the brand name, but the product is petroleum jelly, and some cotton balls. In an earlier video, we thought like these jumbo size cotton balls were going to do the trick, but they are actually, the jumbo size cotton balls were like a pain in the butt. You had to cut them in half and make it work with the duct tape. So with all that aside, let me just show you how simple these fire starters are, and they're great for camping. They're absolutely amazing. So first, we've got our cotton balls, and we're just going to take a handful of them, put them in our bowl. Then we will get the Vaseline. And we'll just, so Vaseline is pretty thick stuff, so it's going to take a minute to just sort of work it around. But basically what we're trying to do is just coat it on all of the cotton balls. I should have paper towels. It's a little messy. We have some rags. Keep a rag handy just so that you can wipe your hands off. All right, pretty decent on the cotton balls now. So we'll move on to the next step, is the duct tape. So we just want some strips. Something like that. Sticky. Okay, stop. And then, blam. There is the beginning of it. Now we just fold it over. And you have your little fire starter packet. We'll do the others. And that one turned out a little bit bigger. This might be a pain to close. That's multiple cotton balls right there. Hi-ya. All right, one more. So the point of the Vaseline or the petroleum jelly is it extends the burn life. You could obviously take a cotton ball and set it on fire, but it's only going to last for like 30 seconds. And although it's helpful, it's just, you can get a lot more bang for your buck if you add a little bit of petroleum jelly and you extend the burn time by several minutes. Oh, that one turned out pretty good. Okay. There we go. So we have our little fire starters now. And you can also use just a container like an Altoids container, and then you can pack these babies in that Altoids container and you're good to go. So obviously there's two ways to light them. You have a regular lighter and they'll light really easily. The duct tape starts going right away. So that's a way it works. Otherwise, one of the better ways to get this thing to really get going So you've got your sealed up package, which is also waterproof, but you just cut a corner, and then you want to just expose a bit of that cotton. Once you have that exposed, you can take your ferrocerium rod or your flint. Let's put this one out just for, and see, there you go. Ferrocerium rod just got it going just like that. Also, waterproof. And that will burn for a couple of minutes, which will give you plenty of time to get a fire going. And if you have wet wood, then it gives it another chance, you know, to really get that wood going, so that you don't really have to worry about like how you're going to light a fire with wet wood and a ferrocerium rod, or even a lighter that happened to get wet in your pack. And just for another example, that's still going. We're going to actually just light a piece of cotton ball right next to it, and you can see the difference. I'm glad there's no smoke alarms in my garage. The cotton ball's out, and this is still going. It will probably go for another 2 or 3 minutes. So I'm just going to end the video here. You obviously didn't stay for that, and we'll see you next time. Yeah. All right. Okay. Till next time. Be safe, have fun, and as always, we are stronger together.